She warned me indirectly. She said I would lose face if I continued the affair. My wife couldn't tolerate it, so she threw acid on me.
This is Seth Maidans in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. Historically, acid attacks are most common in places like Bangladesh, Pakistan, and Afghanistan, and the victims are usually women. But in Cambodia, nearly half the victims are men, and attacks can result from personal and business disputes as well as jealous rage.
Before, I didn't know exactly how it would affect my husband's life. If I knew what I know now, I wouldn't have done this.
There have been hundreds of acid attacks in Cambodia over the past decade. Acid's widely available for maintaining machinery, clearing drains, and processing rubber. It's also used in rural communities as a source of power.
There was an obvious spike in acid attacks because people learned about it, learned that it was cheap, and people being able to get away with it.
A British-American doctor, Jim Goligly, founded the Cambodian Acid Survivors Charity 6 years ago, offering free medical and psychological care for victims. The shelter also provides long-term housing, physical therapy, and occupational training.
We came to the realization that we either had to form some sort of rehabilitation organization to get them better and to allow them to return to some sort of productive life, and perhaps avoid them committing suicide.
In many cases, the perpetrators are never arrested. In others, they pay police or the courts for their freedom or agree on a settlement with the victim.
I saw her clearly running away, but then I saw only shadows, and then I was blind.
Myun Sok Run was attacked and blinded by her husband's former wife 15 years ago. Her attacker bribed police and lived freely for years before being recently jailed. During that time, Mrs. Sok Run suffered through 40 operations and is now being cared for by her daughter.
I wish my children could have seen me when I was beautiful.
Today, the center has been advising the government on a law that would restrict acid sales, require warning labels, and impose longer sentences for the most severe attacks. But this legislation is stalled, and some civil groups believe that even if it passes, it would be a law without teeth.
It will be the same as everything else, no matter what they pass. Then the question is, who's going to enforce it?
Acid attacks are part of a culture of violence and impunity in Cambodia. Advocates say that acid is the most devastating form of aggression, short of murder, transforming the victim into a figure of horror and an outcast. But some victims who believe in karma see this as fate.
I ask myself, why me? But then I think maybe I did terrible things in a past life. And that thought helps me accept this.
ជនល្មើងអាប់ព្រៃមិនพ้នច្បាប់ឡើយ